Welcome back to the last video of the greenhouse building series. These videos are partially sponsored by our Patreon contributors. Our top contributors are greenlifeplanet.net, trueaquaponics.com, glassbottleoutlet.com, and growpockets.com. Thanks for your support. I spent a little time framing the rough opening for the first fan. So the first part here is the 48 inches. That's the post that will support the solar wrap across. And then this 53-inch one is the section that will hold the fan in place. The real trick will be trying to lift this fan up to get it in the hole, since I don't have a team of 3 to lift it and hold it in place, and not patient enough to wait for people to show up. I think I'm going to try lifting it up in place with the tractor. The intake louvers need a 5-foot opening, which is a foot more than what the spacing is for the wrap. So I'll do the same thing as I did on the fan side, is I'll frame out all the openings for the louvers and then just scab in some pieces at the 4-foot marks that will be able to hold the plastic into place. With our new service, we got a new pole along with a transformer, and that comes down underground to our meter and panel here in the field. The meter socket's not installed yet, but the electrician put a jumper in so we can pull power and test things as we need to. And this is a waterproof panel with a 200 amp circuit, 100 amp that leads to the greenhouse, and then a 30 amp for a generator hookup, and then of course a small outlet here, so if you needed lights out here to work on something, you could. That 100 amp line then runs underground into the greenhouse. So in the greenhouse we have this 100 amp sub panel with a 20 amp breaker for the fans and another 20 amp that just runs this outlet set here. And that's all that's been wired so far. At some point there'll be a few other things added for air pumps and a few other things, lights. About halfway down, power feeds 2 thermostats. They basically just act as on-off switches, and when they turn on, it then feeds power back to the 2 fans at the south side of the greenhouse. Also, when these thermostats switch on, they will feed power down to the louvers, which will then automatically open up when the fans turn on. So now that the tanks are in, I was able to close off the rest of this end wall. There was no way to get them in without having an opening for that. I had a little extra space. The last louver will go here. A little extra space here, so I just framed it out to have a quick doorway out of the back. A little undersized, but an adult can make it through here without any issues. I've only installed 2 of the 3 louvers for now. busy working on a few other parts of this project. But down below you can see there are 6 motors, so there's 2 for each louver, so they have enough power to open each set. So these first 2 open when the first fan turns on, and then the second fan is set at a slightly higher temperature, and then open up the one last louver. One of my time filler projects is to finish anchoring down the plastic and getting all the weeds out from underneath it that have grown in over the summer. This is just a piece of pressure treated scrap wood that I have that I rip down into strips. You know, anchor it down. It's a nice simple cleat. Now that all the plastic's in and I have the cleat on there, the original trench where I dug everything out, it's settled out well enough where the water's coming off of the plastic, it fills that trench and it's leaking into the greenhouse. So I'm just going to put some new soil along the entire length of the greenhouse, and that will help to shed it all off, get it away from the floor of the greenhouse. That's it for our greenhouse build. Up next is a series on how the aquaponics system will go together in here. Make sure you stay tuned. Thanks for watching.